So another day and another budget Motorola review, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Motorola G85 released in June of last year. Now the Motorola G85 does a lot of things right in a pretty boring design, but sometimes that's absolutely fine. Now in terms of the design, the Motorola G85 doesn't really do a huge amount to stand out from its siblings. But it does offer a sleek and lightweight profile, weighing a mere 172 grams and measuring just 7.5 millimeters thick, which does enhance user comfort during prolonged use. The device can feature a vegan leather back panel if you pick it up in the olive green or the cobalt blue, but I've got it in this urban grey, which does provide a nice matte finish, providing both aesthetic appeal and a secure grip. But it is worth noting that the vegan leather finish can attract dirt over time, but that can be mitigated using the clear case provided inside the box. The G85's design is further elevated by its curved POLED display, a feature typically reserved for premium smartphones. This curvature not only enhances visual appeal, but also contributes to an immersive viewing experience, and the device boasts an IP53 rating, offering basic protection against dust and minor water splashes, adding a layer of durability suitable for everyday use. So in terms of the overall design of the Motorola G85, I am a really big fan of it. It is very lightweight, which is great, which although some people might not like, some people do prefer a slightly more heftier device just for a bit more security. And it is a very slippery phone, especially in this matte grey finish if you don't use the clear case. So that is just something to bear in mind. And if you are enjoying and getting value from this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I've got plenty more videos coming up. I'm also trying to get to this wacky target of hitting 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Whether I will or not, but with your help, I can certainly get there. So if you are enjoying this video, subscribe to the channel. Back to the video. And of course, at the forefront of the Motorola G85 is its 6.7-inch POLED curved display with 120Hz refresh rate. With a peak brightness of up to 1600 nits, the screen remains legible even under direct sunlight, ensuring usability in a variety of lighting conditions. The display's vibrant colour reproduction and smooth scrolling capabilities enhance both media consumption and general navigation, and it's also protected with Corning Gorilla Glass 5. Although announced all the way back in 2016, the screen offers a balance between durability and visual excellence, and of course that Gorilla Glass 5 offers some really nice protection, and being an older version of Gorilla Glass helps to keep the cost low, which is nicer on the pocket. And the display is certainly one of my favourite aspects of this phone. The bezels are super slim all around the phone, and that curve, some people of course aren't a fan of curved displays. Me personally, I don't mind them too much as long as they don't curve over too much, and the G85 definitely fits that bill. So overall, the POLED display on the G85 is a really stunning display. You ain't going to be disappointed if you pick up this phone now. And under the hood, the Motorola G75 is powered by Qualcomm's Snapdragon 6S Gen 3 processor, paired with up to 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage, which is the configuration I have here. And this processor ensures smooth performance for daily tasks, multitasking and moderate gaming. So of course, while the Snapdragon 6S Gen 3 isn't going to win any awards in terms of raw power, but for everyday users, it's absolutely fine. It's certainly plenty enough for me, and the addition of that 120Hz refresh rate just make the overall experience using this phone really, really great. I've not had any problems at all, especially with that 12 gigs of RAM, just helps the overall use and multitasking absolutely seamless. And as for software, the Motorola G85 is running Android 14 based on a pretty stock version of Android. There are a few preloaded games on the phone which Motorola never really used to add in their older devices, but they have taken to introducing that now. And Motorola promised up to 2 major Android updates on the Motorola G85, taking the phone up to Android 16, and up to 3 or 4 years of security patches, which should keep you going for a few more years at least on this phone. And overall, my software experience on the Motorola G85 has been absolutely fine. All of the preloaded games that come on this phone, you can just delete them off with no problems, and you get the usual software perks like twisting the phone to launch the camera and the karate chop to launch the flashlight. All of those are present on this G85, making the overall software experience pretty pleasant. And with 2 years of major updates, of course, it's not great when you consider the G75, which I think has got 5 or 6 years of major software updates. That's the one main thing that I can find is the issue with this G85 is the software support is certainly not a patch on that newer G75. And lastly, on the Motorola G85, let's take a look at those cameras. The Motorola G85 is equipped with a dual camera setup featuring a 50 megapixel f1.8 primary camera with optical image stabilization and an 8 megapixel ultra wide. The primary camera utilizes the Sony Litia 600 sensor, known for its commendable low light performance and image stabilization capabilities. In well-lit conditions, the camera certainly captures some really nice images with nice bright colors and detail, which does result in photos that are immediately ready for social media sharing. The ultra-wide lens offers a different field of view, adding versatility to the photography experience, but of course, being that 8 megapixels, there is a noticeable lack in detail and dynamic range isn't as good as what you'll find on that main camera. And the 32 megapixel front-facing camera produces some really nice quality selfies, and it is of course ideal for video calls, maintaining the device appeal to a broad user base. But as per usual, here are a few more photos coming from all of the cameras on the Motorola G85. Do let me know down in the comments what you think. As we continue to push through 2025, the Motorola G85 continues to offer exceptional value in the mid-range smartphone segment. Its combination of premium design elements, robust performance, and a competitive price point make it a compelling choice for consumers seeking a balance between cost and functionality. And given its age and the fact that the phone only receives 2 major Android updates will bottleneck its ability to reach more users who might appreciate longer software support. But for those that are happy with just a couple of major Android updates and you do get more security patch updates, the Motorola G85 still proves to be a really great phone to pick up in 2025. On Amazon, you can pick it up for around 180 quid and you get that really nice POLED display, really great battery life and dependable performance from that Snapdragon 6S Gen 3 and a decent camera system without those pointless macro cameras. Let me know what you think of the Motorola G85. Is it one that you'd consider buying, or would you go for the G75, which of course has that longer software support? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.